Welcome to my world here on the internet. I'm your host, Moises Beauchamp Jr., alongside my co host and lovely wife, Miss Brenda. We also have a special guest today, Miss Kelly. Today we're talking about the mystery man who helped look for little Billy Jones way back 55 years ago, and now mysteriously shows up to help out to look for little Dulce Maria Alavez. He claims that he knows exactly where little Dulce Maria Alavez is. Welcome my co-hosts, Miss Brenda and Miss Kelly. Say hello to the people.
Hey everybody,
Hello, Miss Kelly. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing phenomenal. Doing good. Trying to figure out what's going on with this mystery man. Say hi
Yeah,
to the people, Brenda.
definitely.
Give us a second. I'm guessing she must be having a little technical difficulties over here. We'll let her get herself together. But yeah, it's mystery man that 55 years ago helped out to find.
Sorry.
Hey, say what's up to the people, Miss Brenda.
Yeah, so stupid. I'm so stupid. I literally had the mic, like I muted myself. I'm over here putting out the volume and stuff, and the whole
Well, we
time my
both.
mic was just muted.
Well, we both.
Okay,
I was
well,
like, what's that little red dot down there?
Right. Struggle is real. Yeah, you would think to be involved with somebody who's so computer savvy, and it was just the freaking mic was muted.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, what's up with this person, Kelly? Tell us.
Listen, I have had so many inconsistency feelings about this man, okay? From Okay, now I don't know if everybody knows my story behind why I'm so involved with Dulce. So, my mother's cousin, which would be my mom's mom, brother's son, Billy Jones, went missing out of the blue. He was out back playing with his sister, and poof, just went missing. So back then, they really, went into big searches and stuff like that. So this is the first time that I have ever heard about the mystery man, so we're calling him. When he approached my cousin Jill, which is little Billy's sister, and asked to meet for coffee one day. So she went with her daughter. They sat down, they met with this mystery man, and pretty much he said, "I know where Billy Jones is. Come into the woods with me and I'll show you." So, my cousin was like kind of like standoffish. She was like, "No way. Like, how about you take my husband in and you can show him, and then he could just come back and let me know." And he was like, "No way. It has to be you." And he was very adamant about saying that it has to be you. So, if anybody has read up on Billy Jones, to this day, he is still missing. They have no new clues. They don't know what happened to him. All they have to go on is a red poinsettia and a baby shoe. That is it. So now, if you look back then, I'm assuming that it was a lot of
Now,
like
real
farmland back then.
miss. Yeah, there was a lot of farmlands. Can you repeat again? Introduce yourself again. I think that we lost internet connection while you were speaking. Let the people know exactly who you are again. You're Billy
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
cousin.
Yes, my mother is Billy Jones is my mother's cousin. It's my grandmom's brother's child.
Okay. And this mystery man, he was involved in looking for little Billy Jones way back then,
So
55 years ago.
it goes all the way back to when Billy Jones went missing. They back then they used the high school and the children to look for my cousin. And according to what I was told, and it's a very valuable source, is that he was has been searching ever since that day, and it has always stuck with him since that day and bothered him since that day that Billy Jones went missing.
Okay, but Kelly, okay, did did you know about him prior to
No,
Dulce disappearing?
no, I didn't. When okay, so when now there's a Facebook page directed towards like help find Billy Jones, okay,
Hmm.
and I never really put two and two together of who was in there. And ever since my cousin Jill had started the page, there was the mystery man that always commented, like, happy anniversary, happy birthday. And I never put two and two together until I watched the video that he had posted, the YouTube video. And it literally sounds like somebody scratching a fork on a pot. Okay, in the background. And he claims that, it's Dulce or it's Billy or, whoever he's looking for that week. My problem is that you don't fake this shit. You know what I mean? Like if you're a known psychic or you're a known person, a medium, whatever, like, okay, I get it. Everybody has special powers or, however, but I really honestly believe that for some odd reason this man has been entered into this case just like my cousin Billy.
Right.
Why this child? There are 50 million children out there missing every day. Why these two children? Why is it so prominent that these two children are your main attraction?
With everything. Um, I think Holly be breaking up unless it's
Right.
us. I think it's either Kelly or us who is breaking up.
It might not be it might be you guys because you guys are going in and out on me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I think it is that our internet connection level
Joe,
is acting up.
give me 1 second.
But other than that, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and
Oh, that's okay.
gentlemen. I think I lost Brenda, but she should be back on here in a minute. But yeah. So anyway, while Brenda get herself situated over there. So yeah, as you were saying, Miss Kelly.
So the only thing that I'm confused about is that, like I said earlier, and I must have cut out, there are 50 million children out there. Why these two children? Why is it such a big deal about these two children? Why aren't you searching for other children?
Right, the mystery man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, why is it that his concern is these two kids, and here lately he's been searching for Sasquatches.
Yeah.
So
Right. So it makes me question his theories or his special gift that he has. I think one video he actually seen a little boy standing there and swore that it was Billy Jones. Or you know what I mean? Like this is not a joke. You have missing children and you're making it for clout. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even giving anybody any valuable information.
you're absolutely right, and I believe that this is what's going on with law enforcement. Law enforcement is not taking him seriously because of his outrageous stories that he's giving them.
Yeah. Now it's really funny because I went to Brenda. Um, he showed up on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, he was selling these really creepy looking old paintings or something. Now, behind the paintings that the paintings were sitting on, it's a red SUV.
Mhm.
Right.
So, why wasn't that looked into? And if it was looked into, why was that not your main concerns to look further into that situation?
Yeah, that is pretty
Because it
strange.
did, Brenda, tell him. It looked like it was like in a garage. It was garage paint.
And this was the mystery man, correct?
Yes, yes,
And they did say that it was a red vehicle originally
yep, yep. They did.
that took Dulce.
They did.
Hmm. Things that make you go, hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. And it's weird because did the media put out that picture of the red SUV passing? And I don't know if it was Dockert or whatever, but it looked like a child in the back of that vehicle.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at that picture and then you look at the front of that car,
Mhm.
look at the kind of the similarities to that car.
I
Right.
agree.
And then the thing about that car, it was how they dismissed it. It was a whole bunch of confusion about it. Like they was trying to
Yeah,
say that it didn't exist
right.
for a minute there. Then they were saying that the the picture that was leaked, the video that was leaked, it wasn't, but it was clearly the area of the school.
Yeah,
It's
yep,
just I don't know
yeah,
why is there so many mysteries behind the red vehicle, behind this mystery man, the
right,
connections with him being related to this mystery lady.
right.
Mhm.
It's just strange. A lot of
It
strange
really
Yeah.
is.
things going on in Bristol, New Jersey.
Yeah,
It
because
really,
technically I never heard him speak about anything about little Billy until I sat here and I was putting in on Google like the
right.
youngest child that was taken in Cumberland County, and then that's how I ran into little Billy, and I was shocked because I was like, "Damn,
Yeah,
55 years." And I've lived in Cumberland County for 35 of that,
right,
like,
right.
and it was just shocked to know that somebody in Violin, that you don't
Yeah,
hear about it at
right.
all. And then that's when we made that video, I made my husband do that video with the connections of Billy, and then that boy, remember that boy Mark
Oh yeah,
Heimblad,
Mark. Yeah.
remember? And
Mhm.
then it was like all of a sudden now he's reaching out to Jill,
Right.
asking Jill, do you want to meet up at this coffee shop?
Right,
Like, who wants to
exactly.
have tea and crimpets with you at a moment of
Yeah,
looking for somebody that's missing? Like, it's not about you.
right,
It's about the
right.
person who went missing. And how does he, okay, and this is what bothers me, right? Is because how did he even have permission to go search back there at the Palace of Depression? Because I thought that was private property, no?
It is. It is private property, and it's owned by the detective and his son that was on Billy Jones's case.
Right. So you remember when he did that video that he said
Yeah,
he found like a toe or something like that
yeah, yeah.
about him, and then he said he was gonna give that information on to Lord knows who. Like
Right.
who? I mean, why? If you knew that that wasn't even real, that's the whole thing that bothers me. Is that you if you know that that's not even 100% accurate what you're saying, you shouldn't even go up to somebody's family and speak that
Yeah,
nonsense because
yeah.
that's
You're right.
disrespectful.
You're
Okay, because
So,
absolutely
after
right.
55 years, you're saying that that could possibly be his toe.
Right.
Like,
so you
Exactly.
mean to tell me, yeah, you mean to tell me that he went to you guys, the family, and
mm-hmm,
Mhm.
said that he possibly found a toe?
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
That's
He did a
terrible.
video about it.
That's terrible. Yeah, I didn't see that. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said send the number to call. Can you write the number because I think
Okay, yeah, I think somebody
some
did
people.
just call.
Yeah,
Okay,
answer that.
I'll open up the phone lines here in a minute.
But okay, so right, Kelly. So they
When you
go. He
see the
goes.
number, excuse me, when you see the number flashing by, then the phone lines will be open.
Okay, because I had somebody else was calling him, but she couldn't get him. But listen, so I remember where he wanted to meet up with Moses too at the coffee shop
Mhm.
in reference to speak to him about Dulce. And I was like, there's nothing to talk about. Like, if you don't
Mhm.
have credible evidence, right?
Right.
Like, you keep on saying that she's in the Cohansey River underneath the seventh plank on over that trestle, right?
Right.
And then that's the whole thing that bothered me too, is that for what? How many months he led the whole world because he didn't lead the family. Okay, he
Right.
was in these groups trying to figure out about her, right? And then
Right.
not one time did he approach his family. It wasn't until we started making a big stench about it. Like, why are you talking to the people but not to the actual family?
Right.
Like, so until we didn't talk about little Billy, he didn't even come up again about little Billy.
Right.
He made it seem
Exactly.
like he was clueless about Billy.
And you know what? It's funny too, Brenda, because if you go into the Facebook page every
Mm-hmm.
year, he's like, Happy anniversary. I still have never forgotten about you. Or Happy birthday, Billy Jones. You know, I can't believe it's such and such years. And like he's very involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for somebody to actually go on the Facebook page and then go and make these videos that you see him or you hear him or if you've talked to him or whatever crazy notions you have, you are destroying any hope.
Mm-hmm.
Any hope.
Yep. That's like, why would you even like? How can you sit somebody at a coffee shop and tell them
Right.
that
Exactly.
this is
Exactly.
this and this is that? But how you even handle it? Like, you're not even. So you're telling me that if that was a strong possibility that that could have been a toe, you just messed it all up because you're
Yeah.
touching it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have hold of it.
Right.
Nobody else has a hold of it but you. So nobody wants to come up to you and say, "Hey, let me see that you said that that could be a child that's been missing for 55 years. That that could
Right.
be a body part of him. Like, where did you find that?" So you're trying to tell us that literally that the police have no concern because you have all this credible evidence, obviously, because that's what
Yeah.
you're saying, but
Yeah.
nothing comes from it.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So, I kind of I question a lot of stuff that has come up with the psychic letters that came up.
Hmm.
Or well, the letters that came up
The Ohio ones, right?
mysteriously. Mysteriously.
The Ohio ones, right?
Yeah. And
Right.
how about those letters, if you really do the research, I think me and you talked about this, and
Yeah.
you did the research.
Uh-huh.
One one was directly down the street from Billy Jones's house.
Yep. The 76
One
truck
was
stop, right?
at the ice cream shop, and then one was at the library in the town that Mark went missing at.
Yep. I mean, if we had to switch those Ohio letters into that type of way, they all would fit in that way. That's what
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
these Ohio
exactly.
letters. Why
Right.
did they go to like three different places? Because Mark, what? The last place he was seen was near a library over there where
Yeah.
he went missing
Yeah.
at near a park.
Yep. He was watching a fire,
A
remember?
fire, right? Yep.
Yep.
A drum fire. They
Yeah.
made it real clear. An oil fire or whatever. So somebody out there could have been playing with oil drums.
Yeah. Yep. But that's what makes me feel like it was some kind of psychic or somebody that knows something, or it's just really strange how those letters, after all these years, Brenda, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to send a letter from Ohio that
Mm-hmm.
goes right directly on his street, at the end of the street.
Yep. Yep. Because we all knew that that was a 76 truck stop before.
Yes.
And then there's what crazy is that he stated that
Mm-hmm.
he followed that 76 truck
Yes.
stop letter, the clues, remember?
Yes.
That's how he said he found the toe.
And
So he,
remember, he said that he was there. I heard him. He's
right.
behind the tree.
He's behind the tree. Remember he did, and then that's the thing that they do all of this, right? They do all of these videos, right? And then they let the public see it for like 2 or 3 hours or a day. And then
Right.
now it's like they're secret videos. Like what the
Yep.
heck? Like
Yep.
they're non-existent now. It's like people are just talking because we want to talk, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how
Absolutely.
crazy is that? So that's that one Ohio letter with a Billy 76 truck
Yeah.
stop, remember?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And it's crazy.
It
It's
really is.
crazy.
It really is. And it makes me question who is actually involved in this. And if so,
Uh-huh.
how much do they really know?
Cause remember, I guess wasn't Billy's father like a trucker or some sort? What was he?
Um,
What was his
he
occupation?
worked in a like a plant, some kind of plant in the area. But he drove for him. Yes.
Yes, but he drove trucks for them, right?
Yes.
But it was
Yes.
for the plant. So okay,
Yes.
so that's where we would have thought that that's when I had asked you. I says, oh, so what did his dad do for an
Yeah.
occupation? And
Right.
we
Right.
thought, okay, 76 truck stop. It being that he's so close right there,
Right.
you know, which is crazy.
Right. And my aunt Evelyn, she was at a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then the dog. Remember that? What was it,
The
baby?
dog. Yeah, the
Baby,
dog came back wet.
wet, right? And those are what was baby like a blood? What was baby? A bloodhound? Was it?
I think he was a mixture of a couple different breeds,
It was like
but
a basset
yeah,
something.
yeah, something. But he was some kind of hound. Um, but yeah, so when because the dog was with the
With
kids,
yep,
so if the dog came back wet,
he swam
then
that
that
creek,
means the dog went with them.
right? But what else did they remember? How you? Okay, so
The
Mark.
blue sweater.
Yeah, but remember Mark, they left the shoe
Yeah, they
in
left
the over there,
one
but didn't little
shoe.
Billy also there wasn't there like a shoe left behind
Yeah,
also for little
yeah,
Billy?
a little. Back then they had these little hard-heeled shoes. It was like almost like a walking shoe, and they left one white shoe in the field behind the house, because back then most of their backyards was farmland.
Mm-hmm.
It was all farmland, so it was all open air.
Right.
So how do you it had to be somebody in that farming area coming out of those woods and then seeing the kids playing in the backyard. But
But
why again? Why not both kids? Why just one child? Just like Dulce. Why not both kids? Why just one child?
right, and then what was it? Jill came back and said that the boogeyman took her. Remember, she came
Yeah,
back with that
yeah,
poinsettia.
yeah,
Remember the flower pot that she came with, and
yeah,
supposedly it came out like the boogeyman literally handed her over that poinsettia and told her to take it. Then all of
yeah,
a sudden, it came out to be that the poinsettia was found in the trash can. Remember?
yeah,
And then
yeah,
the local kids. But remember the neighbor. Like there's so many things, like so many things that involved.
yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
I
Uh huh.
got Miss Anna on the line.
Oh, take off the screen.
I
Take
was
off that
trying.
screen.
I'm trying to. I'm not sure if I
Oh,
do, if I could get. I might lose sound. Hey,
well, try it.
hold on. Let me see. Hey, Miss Anna, say something to see if everybody can hear you on the line. Can you guys hear her?
No.
No, I can't.
Okay, give me a second. All right,
Mm.
give me a second. Let me. They can hear. Let me. I'm gonna have to take it off. All right.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead, guys. Keep talking. I'm gonna
okay.
let me do something here and.
So that's what happened. Remember, Jill was. Remember, she went under hypnosis, was it?
Yeah,
And
yep,
then she said that she seen that there was what two young gentlemen
yes.
arguing over like one of those drums that what was it, an oil drum that it was
An
with
oil,
fire.
like an oil drum. Yeah, it was like a metal drum that you would
Right,
put like old oil in.
and it was on fire, right? Like it was on
Yeah,
fire or something like
yeah,
that. And then she said that he's calling her from like behind this red brick building,
yeah, yeah.
which is crazy because
If you
you
looked
know.
at the Palace of Depression, there was a lot of brick there.
Mhm.
A lot of
Mhm.
brick.
Hey, Miss
And
Anna,
he got in
say
trouble.
something. Anna.
Hello?
Okay.
Yes.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, Anna.
We got Miss Anna on the line, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I remember he got in trouble. What was it?
Y'all
The
can hear her good, right?
Yeah.
You guys.
I can hear
Okay.
her.
All right,
I
Miss
remember that guy
Anna.
got in trouble. But go ahead.
Okay.
But what did he get in trouble for?
I can't hear. I can only hear you. I can't hear them.
Okay, okay. Let me
But he
you
got in
can't
trouble because
hear
there was, I
them.
guess, there was another missing child before then, and he
I
stayed
mean, I can
before little
always go
Billy, and
through
he stated that he seen
the
them
link,
there.
but it says to
Gotcha.
have earphones, and I don't have earphones.
So he did jail time for that.
Yeah,
Well,
if I take my headphones off from them, they could. Oh, let me mute this real quick.
But anyway, he had gotten in trouble.
wow.
And I remember he had gotten investigated and all of that stuff when little Billy had went missing. And it's crazy because you know what? As I search and I keep on searching sometimes, like about Violin and Millville and
Yeah,
Bridgeton, right? Like people talk about the past, like how Violin was before. That's when like they're like they would write that he was used, and I'm sorry because I send you everything that I talk about
yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah,
uh Remember that article that I sent you, and it's clearly said it on there. It said that it was like a cult, that they even
yeah,
did like a thing on a little 3-year-old boy that
yeah,
went missing at the Palace
yeah,
of Depression, and
yeah,
it's like when everybody talks about violence back in their day, like when they were younger, growing up, going to school, that's what they remember. And it's weird
yeah,
because every time I look into it, that's how I can know about Billy. But other things, like good things that you would like to know about, but it's like they link Billy with the Palace of
yeah.
Depression.
Right, right, right. And it makes me really wonder about the people that actually own that land right now. Um, knowing that they were part of the search. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They they they've opened the case multiple times, and then the detective that is, I believe, within the last like 3 or 4 years said we are going to reopen this case.
All right.
It will not
Welcome, Miss
be a
Anna,
cold
to
case.
the show now. I think I got everything under control over here, and Miss Anna should be able to hear you, and you guys should be able to hear her, and everything should be good. Say hi to the people, Miss Anna.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
I can hear her like a little bit, but I
Okay,
hear
that's the.
echo, but it's okay.
Yeah, I have a horrible echo.
Yeah, you're gonna hear an echo because that's the only way I could do it for right now.
Stop at the store and get earphones. Yeah.
Yeah, do that, girl. All right. So, but does the public hear the echo, or is it just double hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, I didn't hear myself echo. That's cool.
All right.
But I can
Okay,
hear you
continue.
echo.
You might have to put some headphones on, Kelly.
I can hear everybody.
All right.
I don't know if I can find anyone to Discord them.
It's all right. Well, go ahead, Anna. What's your input?
Oh, I didn't catch everything. So
We were talking about, the whisper and how he's so in tune with Billy and the Dulce, and the crowd does hear us, echo.
Yeah, that's the best that we could do for right now, though.
But anyway, I've always wondered, have they reached out to Mark's family?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Because that would just be really weird.
Yeah. And as of the mystery guy, I don't even believe everything he says. I don't believe nothing of him.
Right. So that's your thought on the mystery man. You don't believe nothing that he says.
Yeah, because I don't believe. I mean, I heard some of his videos, and it's all like scratchy stuff, and I don't believe it because they did a radio show for the Bigfoot thing, and they're like, "There's no Bigfoot here."
Right.
So I think he's just nothing but bull.
All right. So what do you think about this mystery man being involved in looking for little Billy 55 years ago, and now surfacing and looking for little Dulce? What do you think about that connection?
That's a very weird connection.
Yeah, agreed.
Unless he's like look for little children, I don't know. But that's very weird.
But the thing is, I guess it's me that echoes. But the thing is that he only has shown interest since it became real huge about Dulce.
Right.
Yeah, Casey Anthony was a national
Like he's been doing YouTube before.
What was that?
I said Casey Anthony case was a national story. Why didn't you hear Kaylee Anthony?
Right. Yeah. Why wasn't he there for that? Maybe because it wasn't local.
No, it was Florida, but even still. if you're going to promote yourself as a whisperer or whatever you're going to promote yourself as, then whisper everybody.
True. I agree.
Yeah, me too. Just wants to
I
focus on the
agree.
cases that I don't understand.
I don't know. I feel like the cops need to go over and look at that car.
Yeah, the SUV.
Yeah,
I agree. I wonder if they have.
I don't know.
Was it even sent to them?
Right. Was it reported? Was it reported?
I didn't report it. I don't know if Brenda did or not.
Did you, Brenda? Did you report it?
No, I didn't report it.
Well, I think
But
somebody needs to report it.
I'm thinking the person who I sent it to did. I'm pretty sure she did.
And who was that? I didn't hear you.
It's because it's echoing.
Yeah, I think I might
It's
have
annoying.
to. Uh, hey, Miss Anna, can you try to
I might
come?
have to do the link.
Yeah, come through the link. It's much better that way. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go on off the phone line. Close the phone lines out, and if you want to come in through that link, I posted it in the chat. All right, thank
All
you,
right.
Miss Anna.
All right. You're welcome.
Have a good night.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that sucks that it's doing that.
Yeah.
Well, it's still echoing. Okay. Um. All right. So I did give it to somebody, and I'm pretty sure she did. That's what I meant to say. Um, because we don't just go on ahead and we're just not like submitting 13,000 people.
Right.
I don't even submit that. I stand, okay, where we investigate people. When I say investigate, I'm just saying, like, you look at itsy bitsy things, and it's not right away either, because in the beginning nobody was sending nobody's name in, doing all of that stuff.
Right.
This is like throughout time that already people have already done it. Um,
Right. We're
but
not we're not detectives or none of the sort. But like I really I wasn't aware of that red SUV over there in the property of this mystery man, aka Spirit Whisper, aka Weirdo.
yeah, well,
I didn't know about that. I wish I did because I would have known
And
that
it's
you knew that
crazy too,
information.
Moses. Let me tell you something. It shows partial of the license plate too.
it does. But he's had me
Wow.
blocked since day one. I don't even know why. I'm out of everybody in the groups, right? Out of everybody in the groups, I'm the only one I believe that's blocked from viewing anything from him, because um hey, she finally got it to work. You could turn the camera off if you like, at the
Oh,
bottom.
okay.
You see where just push the camera button.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my earphones to come in. My son went out to get them.
Oh, okay. You're good though. You're not echoing it like that.
Okay.
All
But yeah,
right. Beautiful thing.
look at they smiling. All right, there you go. That avatar. I don't know where my avatar went. I can't see it on YouTube. But anyway, um, it's just crazy how did they treat him like, okay, so when he went searching back in his era, when he would have been what? Because so he was in high school, so he would have been about 18, maybe 17, 18,
Um,
at that time when he was graduating.
I don't know if he was graduating. All I know is that he was in high school. So he could have been a freshman. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I do know that they used the high school kids to look for the baby.
Okay. So that's the thing. Like, so did he then have visions of him then, or is this just coming now? This is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
is it it's coming to you now, but it didn't come to you then when you was
right.
searching for him, because this is something that you was born with,
Yeah, well, I guess, he just woke up when he was 40 years old and say, "Oh, hey, I can hear a kid."
right? And the thing is that if you look at all his like his paintings and everything that he writes about, like, oh, I just seen this on the tree, or oh, I
Yeah,
just seen this here. Even if you look back, you still don't even hear him talking about little Billy on
right,
his Facebook as much as
right.
he spoke about Dulce when she went missing. Because he was like, oh, does anybody know about the missing little girl from Britain? Um,
Right.
that he kept saying that he has information for the chief in reference to Dulce. Remember when he was looking
Yeah.
for that 55-gallon barrel
Yep. I
I
do.
remember
I do
that.
on
remember
September
that.
29th, 10
Yep.
days? What was it? However many days after Dulce went missing, September 29th or so, like that, is when he
I
started
do
asking for
remember
that.
that. Yep.
Now, quick question: how old would this mystery man would have been 55 years ago?
I already checked into that. He was about 17 or 18, one of those two numbers. And I was like, yeah, it would fit what Jill said, like two teenagers or two young
Yeah.
men. She said two
Yep.
young men. So it would fit because he was a young man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
but wait,
So,
he was friends. Wait a minute. He was also friends with that guy from the satanic cult in Violent.
Yes.
Remember the guy,
Yes.
the friends that killed the other friend and they bandaged him and they threw him in the river?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was all friends with them. So yeah, he was at his sophomore year, at his ending year, because that's I read into that too.
Oh, I didn't think of that one.
Yeah, remember the satanic cult? You didn't know about the three friends who bandaged the one friend because he said he wanted to die so he can come back and be like, I don't like to say that right now because it's late, but like 70, like so many of those spirits in one. He wanted to come back, so he had them bandage his hands and what his feet, and they went to jail for that. I believe one of the gentlemen's last name was like Squewart. Skewart.
Oh, wow.
I,
Wow,
my
I didn't
phone.
know that one.
Yeah, they were the ones that was doing that those cults back in Greg's time of going to school.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, and they went to
please,
jail.
don't mention anybody's actual name,
Oh yeah, so
because
they went to
I
jail.
do not need no legal
Yeah.
problems.
Well, they went to jail. The two people that went to jail is very public. So they went to jail. Anyway, they got
Yeah, I
released
think
out.
that's in an article, isn't it, Brenda?
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
the
there's a
names are
few of
in
them in
an
an
article.
article. Mhm. But that's just the same way like Mark.
Yeah.
Supposedly the gentleman that they had in prison, because the gentleman that was that's been in prison for Mark, when he's been in prison, but he wasn't really in prison for Mark.
Right.
Actually didn't like link him to Mark. The sketch uh resembled him,
Mhm.
right? But then that sketch didn't come out to a year later after Mark disappeared.
Yeah, and
And
somebody supposedly said that they actually found like pictures and video,
yeah,
but it wasn't clear pictures and video, but it resembled Mark with
yep.
this guy.
But if you look into that guy that they had in jail, he also has a weird background with cult and things
Yeah.
like that. And he also has relations with people in Bristol, New Jersey.
Right. Wow.
Wow, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that.
Yep. There's a church group that he knows out there in Bristol.
But you know what strikes me weird? What strikes me weird is that going back to little Billy, how that property it was owned by the police officer who was involved in the case way back then.
Yes.
That
Yep.
that
And
hits me kind of weird.
his son is the one that mentioned it in an article that he wants to reopen Little Billy's case.
I
Like
thought they reopened
recently,
it.
a recent article.
Yeah, didn't they reopen it though, Kelly?
Yeah, they must have. It was a while ago that we found that, Brenda, remember?
Yeah,
Um,
but that was like last year, right? So
yeah,
you
something
haven't
like
heard
it.
nothing else from it.
No,
No.
you haven't. You haven't.
But I remember, okay, I remember last year when they were supposed to be doing a movie about the Palace of Depression, right? And in that
Yeah,
movie, it was supposed to be about somebody who did like some type of crimes and things like that. But that movie
yeah,
never aired out. Remember,
right.
I was talking to you about it.
Yep,
Yeah, whatever
yep.
happened to that rumor
That's
about
what I'm
that
saying.
movie?
That movie, it hasn't came out yet,
Because I
but
did.
it was
I mean,
supposed to.
I know that it was a real actual thing
Yep,
because I read it.
yep.
But then
Mhm.
again, they could you could go as far as putting out a trailer and the movie never happened.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I know
Yep.
that the church where they were all doing everything at, I know somebody who attended that church where they was doing all their scene, like they was going over their scenes in there and everything. So that's what I don't understand where.
Maybe they didn't have the funding to finish it. I don't know.
That could be
Or they
possible.
didn't have the permission to do things, you know?
Right. I would go with the second one.
Yeah, I would think
Because
so too.
it's weird that they wanted to come out with this movie after Dulce disappeared, like what, 5 to 6 months after
Right, right.
Palace of Depression movie
Yeah.
about a villain.
They have a They have a trailer with that.
Yeah, I'll inbox it to you when we get off this live.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a trailer about that.
Well,
Um,
this mystery man has lived in the area all of his life. So
mhm.
he would know the ins and outs of Richmond, New Jersey, of Ryland, New Jersey, of, wherever. He would know the ins and outs
Especially when he's in the woods all the time,
all the
Mhm.
taking
time.
taking pictures of spirits and things of that nature. And I mean, here lately he's been looking for Bigfoot and stuff, but he's constantly in the
Yeah.
woods. I mean, yeah. So
I'm getting a lot of background noise, like static or something.
yeah, I hear it
That
too,
was
real
my
bad.
daughter talking. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I was like, what the heck?
No, I got the earphones in. I just don't know how to. Oh, I
Oh,
switched
that's
it. Okay.
okay. So that's you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
But yeah,
so
he's
if you
that's
take,
just it's funny because they tell you to look at people with for people with odd behaviors, and you're not even really, you don't really. The thing is that you really don't even have to look for anybody doing odd behavior here when it involves Dulce because the characters come out by themselves.
right,
Yes,
Um,
you do.
and then I wonder, I'm like, do they see this? Like, do they see what we see, or like, or are we the only ones that are seeing the shenanigans going down?
I guess you got to be an outsider looking in. You know what I mean? If you're on the front lines of something, you really don't see
Yeah,
the bigger picture. You don't do the intensive work that you have done. I'm surprised the FBI hasn't called you for a job yet.
girl, no, please. I bake cookies for a living and
Listen, you
cupcakes
could bake cookies from the FBI offices.
from the FBI offices. No, girl. but we don't even know if this is just what we gather and what we
Yeah,
find, because
right.
because there's other discrepancies, not only with these people, but there's other discrepancies as well, like
Yeah,
why are they
yeah,
hiding how related they are to each other, the duo,
right.
the Bonnie and Clyde. And then also with in Noema's story, there's also even discrepancies, like the brother with the dog. Like
Yeah,
that dog was never even, it was yours, but it wasn't really yours because you never really had it. You know what
right,
I mean? And then
right,
whose brother walks 20, who waits for their brother to walk 22 minutes from their house to the park to help you find for your missing daughter?
right. Unless he was already in the area.
Right, but then that's the thing. Then you place all these strange characters, which I
Right.
understand how you can had answered a call at the very same time that a missing child went, that that a child was
Yeah,
actually going missing, right?
yeah,
Because you don't have to be at the park, and I understand that your cell phone could have, you could have made the call from your house and you could have pinged at the park, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
but then
yeah. There's
the
something
outcome of it is
that
what's
has
even
always
crazier.
stuck in my
Like,
head. If you look at some of her live videos that she has done with the media or whatever,
mhm,
she's always looking up and over, like somebody is in the background, and
mhm,
she's almost like scared to say something. So the very next time that I seen something that kind of didn't make sense is, remember the psychic that called her at home,
mhm.
and she's talking, and then somebody is a male is in the background talking to her,
Yes, and
and
then
then
Oh
next
immediately
yeah.
thing
she had
you
to
know,
go.
Mhm,
and she was like, I gotta go, and hung up the
mhm.
phone. And that was right after the psychic said, she's behind the school, she's buried behind the school.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that call. It was more like, I don't know what's the matter with these people. Honestly, I don't. I really don't. I mean, I know that a lot of people don't want to stay here and they don't want to talk to those type of people. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
once you agree to it, like once you say, okay, I'm gonna do this, and you agree to picking up the phone and calling, and talking to them or whatever, right? Then you agree to everything they're saying. And the lady told you it was gonna take long. Now all of a
Right.
sudden, there's a male in the background rushing you, and then when it starts
What is
getting
that
real good, you
noise?
gotta go.
There's
Huh?
like a horrible screeching noise.
Yeah, I
I
think
know,
it's
I hear it.
coming. I think it's coming from Miss Anna's line.
Is it coming from my line? But it was on mute before I talked. I muted it. My daughter was talking to me, so I muted it.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to take. Maybe I should take the earphones out.
Yeah, try
Maybe.
that.
Probably, yeah, 'cause it
Anna's
sounded
having
better.
such a hard, now today is Anna. The other day it was me. Oh my god. I
Yeah,
couldn't even get it right for the life of me.
it was Miss Anna
Is
because
that
I muted her and it stopped when I muted her, and then when I unmuted her, it came back.
All right, boo. There you go.
All right, so we got it all
so?
all under control. See, yeah,
All
that's what
right.
happens when you go live. It's you get to see all the
It's
flaws.
all good. It's all good. We
Well,
got our fingers crossed.
I just took off my earphones, so hopefully this is better.
Oh, that sounds so much better.
Yes, a whole lot
So
better.
is the
I don't know.
earphones.
Yeah, girl, because you had us thinking in here we making like certain connections, and I'm like, hell no. We're about to boop and this stuff right here, girl.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought the spirit whisperer started.
Yeah, right.
Bless you.
like
Look
he
at that.
called in or something.
I, I thought he done got his Ouija board out and
Yeah.
started hunga hunga hunga.
We
He
opened the
probably does,
floodgate.
though.
Yo, I was dying. Like, I was like, what the heck is that? Like, that's mad annoying. I was ready to take my headphones out because that's one thing for sure that they tell you not to do. Don't put
Yeah,
them damn headphones on. Hell no.
right, right.
Oh,
I don't
but
know.
all right. All right. Today I'm going to take me a Benadryl. I'm going to have to go to sleep. That was traumatizing for like 10 minutes.
I think we all were. We were hiding it.
Yeah, I know. I know. We was probably like, what the heck? But I didn't want to say nothing. I'm like, Okay, come on, Moses. Come on, Moses. Fix that.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's strange though. Ain't it strange though? It's like really, it's like utterly, like it's just crazy.
It
It's,
is.
Everything's crazy.
everything is crazy.
I am just shocked at this new woman that came out with the dad.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Justina chick, right?
Yeah. Like, and wasn't there supposed to be a new sketch
But hold on.
released?
Where have I been at? I haven't heard about Justina or none of that. You haven't told me nothing like that, boo.
Yeah, huh? Justina is the one that was helping supposedly Dulce's father to launch this video that came out. It was the lady that was posting all of that stuff on her Facebook page.
I
You
remember.
just
I saw the video.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's that I tell him so much stuff he be lost.
Yeah, I be trying to navigate between my regular marketing things and different things that I do, and then just do that stuff, and you know, I'll be all over the place, but I
His
make it happen.
inbox
I
be
make it
loaded.
happen.
Hey
But
guys,
yeah, uh-huh.
the Facebook user said, did you see the first video where Noema said that it's not the first time she left them alone at the park?
No. Boy, if there's videos like that, then you need to share it. That's what we're
Yeah,
here for. That's what the page is here for. That's why I'm
I
always
never heard
consistently
that.
sharing stuff. Me neither. That's brand new. So if you have oh, Facebook, did you see the first video where Norma said that it's not the first time she left them alone at the park?
I couldn't find it. I got two.
Huh? Oh, I was like, you got me? Okay. But no, if you have it, share it with us. If you're not in our group, then our group is the
Yeah,
group
it's
is Justice.
posted. It's posted,
Yeah.
girl.
You could share that with us and we could post it in the group and we can actually see it, but I don't recall seeing a video like that.
Yeah, me neither.
And I've been looking for videos from day one and I haven't seen it. I do come across a lot of other strange things too, because there's other strange. This is not the only strange characters that I found in that case. With these two,
Mhm.
the Bonnie and Clyde. Then there's this person that I call the jogger. You
Oh
know
yeah.
about the jogger, Anna, right? And you know
Yes.
too, right, Kelly? I told you about that.
Yeah, yep, yep.
The jogger, like who goes to a park, right? You see all of these lights and everything going on. You presume, and then you presume to keep on jogging.
Right.
You stated on your Facebook, but then the next day, I have to look for it. They also said that they saw that Dulce was put in the red band in the back of the seat. Yeah.
I remember
Um.
somebody saying that. Yes.
Yeah, about put. I do remember that though. Somebody did say that they watched her get buckled into the back seat. Remember, Anna? We even tried to do that live and see
Yeah.
what the van could have been parked at, that somebody could have seen
Yeah.
her getting buckled into the back seat.
Yes, and I watched the when the FBI guy was talking. He said the witness was from the tennis courts.
The ones all the way. Oh, that's why you mentioned the tennis courts that day.
Yes, he said the tennis courts.
So,
So and well, I just reviewed the whole
mhm,
video again, and then I want and when they issued the Amber Alert, and um he said that they're interested in the guy with the hat, the sketch,
mhm,
because he was in close proximity
mhm.
to Dulce. That's why they
Hmm.
want to talk to him.
Interesting. But that character still don't show up, and supposedly he was there with two children about the same age.
Yeah. So where is this? Where is this guy?
That's the whole thing. Nobody knows. And then it was two different. It was two different descriptions. Because remember, the
Right.
first one didn't match nothing with the second one came out that
Yeah.
led to that sketch either.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
supposedly per Jackie,
Jackie,
the sketch came from Naoma, right?
right? She did say that in a video.
Here recently.
Yeah.
Yep. And we did
So
break down that
let
video.
me ask you something. Now, my brother-in-law is a state trooper. Okay, so he pretty much said that if the FBI is is coming there personally to talk to you, there's a reason. Okay, so
Right.
Anne and Stacy were at the tree and they were with Noema and the brother. Okay. They were at the tree during the year anniversary, all the events going on with that. The FBI agent came to the park and said to Noema, I'm going away for like a week on business. Asked her if she was okay, if if she needed anything, if lunch or whatever. My
He
thing
said
is,
that he'll when he comes back they'll go for lunch.
yeah, my thing is that why would an FBI agent that's on the case tell Noema that he was going away for a week on business and make it a point to be at the park at the tree the same exact time that Noema was there?
Right.
And you said that you have a family member who is a state trooper, and he confirmed that when a state
They don't do
when
that.
they don't do that type of thing unless there is some sort of special interest.
And here's my thought process is that maybe they did get a and maybe he went to tell them that, hey, I'm going to be away for a week, thinking the heat's off for a week,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and
Right,
maybe they're
That's
waiting for
that's
somebody to make a mistake.
right. To see if somebody's gonna slip up or something.
Right.
Because it was a year. It was her actual
Yep.
year.
Yep.
yeah.
But you know,
It was on a Friday, right
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
hmm, that's interesting. I wish I would have been there like from the beginning when they came there, but I wasn't. Like I was busy doing other stuff that day. But I wish I would have went there in the beginning. Like on that the her first year visual, like
Yeah.
when everybody was there and everybody was collaborating, and
Right.
talking and doing all their little interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it was crazy. But then that's another thing, like even this, it's just there's a lot of strange stuff. Like I said, like with this jogger, right? How did
Uh-huh.
this jogger, right? This jogger has always jogged the park, right?
Right.
So he's always been jogging in the park. So that a couple days before he was mixing and mingling with the workers. He even offered them beer, fixing the Piney Point benches and all of that stuff. Like they was really making remodeling inside the park.
Yeah.
So he every day that he jogged, he became familiar with the
Right.
city workers, right? The people who were reconstructing the park. He became
Yeah.
familiar, right? But what bothered me
Right.
was is that how he put it on his Facebook. He said what he thought was this. It's like he was it. Those people that tell a story are the ones that I keep looking at because they tell a story. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
he said, that when he got closer, he realized that it was officers in search. At that
Mhm.
time he didn't know that it was a little girl that lost. But what bothers me is that he says it sucks because he
Yeah.
thinks he knows her from the schools.
Really.
So he leaves, and then he comes back. Yeah, no clue of the case of the little girl that went missing, but I just found out what I presumed to be joggers turned out to be officers with canines. Not my typical run. I still ran my laps and a bit more, but unfortunately saw nothing. Hope they are able to find her. Thank you to the Bristol Police Department, firefighters, and all others involved. I feel like I've seen her before, probably at the schools. This really sucks. But then the next day, or so, when they was about to do that huge search, he
Mhm.
stated that he was jogging and then he stopped to assist them in looking for her. That's not what the hell this post said here on September 16, 2019 at 8:38 p.m.
Right.
It doesn't say that on there. It doesn't say that he helped them at that time.
Wasn't he on the news?
Check right here. No, go down. No, 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 no. Right there. Yeah, he was on the news too. Remember he did that news. Go click to the next one. Remember that he did the one that's next to it right there where the drinking. Okay, this is where it's at. So this was on September 14th of 2019 at 2:04 p.m. Why you do that?
I think I remember that interview.
Yeah, you remember where he
Yes,
was
yes.
like that he did, it just was so it was just so it looked like a live active crime scene. You know, he just made it seem like woo, Britain was on the map. But anyway, where's through an area that they were searching for a little missing girl. How did he keep on jogging?
Right.
You should have had that whole that jogger should have not passed your sidelines because you know what? Let me tell you something. He could have been the kidnapper. Just saying, not saying that that was
Yes.
him. I'm just saying
Right.
when I did, I said he could have been the kidnapper. Right? Oh, look at this one right here. On September 23rd of 2019 at 7:35 in the morning, he said that moment when right night and day hoping they find your little one. Who do you think he was talking about? Still hoping they find your little one. It
Wow.
was talking about this chick. She was the only one.
Wow.
How do they allow him to keep on jogging after the fact that they was looking for a little girl? Because if he even knew what happened, you just let him go. Even if
Right.
oh, you just let him keep on jogging.
Yes.
You know what I mean? What's up with that interview, babe? Can you find his interview and put it up there? The one where he's talking. Damn, I don't think I sent that to you though. Anyway, are the weird
I
ones.
have that.
What was that one? I don't remember because I send you so much stuff. I don't remember what that one says. Oh yeah, click on that. But anyway, he was another strange
You
character.
there, babe?
Based, huh?
I think I lost her for a minute.
Who
Yeah,
me?
Right
give her a
here.
second to come on back. Oh yeah, you're there. Okay, you're there.
I'm here.
Yeah, if you could send it to me now, I could pull it up.
If I do that because I'm on my cell phone, it's gonna log me out this whole stream. But
Oh,
anyway, okay, so this right here was September 11th. Okay, this is where he was running. Look, he said I did promise to a 12 pack just in case it's hot. You know, like he became real familiar with the people that was reconstructing the park. Okay. And he was running. So he's running through all of these trails, he's jogging, whatever. So how do you know that he wasn't scoping out the area and figuring out a way how he can get out of there with a kid? But then he comes back and he comes back as a jogger, right?
Right.
Just to see how the area was going. And then the thing is that he came back again and got interviewed twice on TV. And I'd be wondering, did they oh, let me see if I could somebody sending me something here. Somebody from the group.
but yeah, it's a lot of strange things in this case. Joggers and
Hmm.
spirit whispers and yeah, I don't know. It's just strange.
This whole case is strange.
It is strange. Um, Hold on, because I'm gonna send it to you. And if you somebody was just sending me something, I'll look into that in a few seconds. Let me put up here. See, my phone does weird stuff. If I do too much to it, it just shuts off.
I keep telling you to use your laptop to do this.
It
No,
wasn't. It
no.
wasn't. It wasn't doing it. It wasn't working for me. It was still doing updates. Um. All right. Well, I can't get on here. Anna, don't you have the interview?
Do I have? I found it. Where did I find it at? I, I went on YouTube and I found it. You might have sent it to me.
What's the name of it? Maybe I could pull it up real quick.
I'm trying. I don't really remember. I know. I was skimming through stuff and I found it. So I remember that interview.
Uh, yeah, strange. Hey, Miss Kim. So, what? So, in your opinion, what do you think about all this? Do we still have Kim here with us? Or Miss Kelly? I'm sorry, Miss Kelly. Are you still here with us?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here. So I feel that this whole case from the door was kind of weird to me. The I want to say that the jogger that Brenda was talking about could potentially be the missing piece. But if, how do I want to put this? If he was the missing piece, why can't they find him now and re-interview him to find out what he actually knows?
Right.
If that makes
It's
sense.
right. It does make sense. Why is it that they haven't been able to locate him to re-interview him and find out exactly what he knows? Because evidently he was there on that day, and that jogger. It's,
I really honestly believe that they need to go all the way back to the second that she went missing and bring everybody back in and start from the beginning again.
yes,
I
ma'am. I
agree.
agree.
I thought they did that already because that's what they said to the news in September, that they're going to start from the beginning.
Well,
But
that's
I'm
what they
wondering, did
said
they
they was
interview
gonna
this
do.
jogger? Yeah, but who did they re-interview? Because they would. That means that they would re-interviewed Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think they did. I don't think they did it at all.
I got booted out. I booted myself out because I was trying to find that interview. What I'll do is that I'll just post it on the Dulce page, and
Yeah, I don't
people can
think
go
they
there and see
did
it.
that. I don't think that they did. I don't think that they did go back and re-interview everybody again.
I think they
Yeah,
did
because
either.
I don't think they did either. I think they just said that because they were getting pressured. Just like they got pressured over the dad.
and then that thing with the dad, like supposedly not even British police spoke to him because the chief had to say he personally didn't talk to them. They personally didn't speak to Dulce's father. It was been the FBI this whole time that has spoken to her father. You know,
Yeah.
so how are they being? How is he still being cooperative with you guys if y'all guys didn't never even talk to him?
Well, I thought they talked to him. I thought they said in the news that they are working on getting in touch with him. So why didn't they get in touch with him?
The FBI did in the beginning when Dulce went missing. When this video launched out, I don't think anybody has spoken to him just yet.
Oh, okay. So, and we still don't know if they spoke with him now.
Right.
So you're saying that. So you're saying that the FBI never spoke to Deuce's father from the beginning? I thought
In the
that they.
beginning, they did. In the beginning, I'm talking about British police. They
Right.
said they
Okay.
have never
Person.
spoken to him. It's always been the FBI since the beginning. Meaning,
Right.
like, right.
Because I
Right.
know
So
the
that.
FBI took over well, not took over, but they're on the case too.
Yeah, they took it.
So I don't know if I don't know.
But
I don't think the FBI is doing anything either,
It really
hmm,
seems like nobody's doing anything for real. That's what it seems
except for
like.
us, except for some of the groups. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but who are we? I mean, like, what can we
mhm.
really get done? I mean, this little girl needs to be found, for real found. Like,
exactly,
I mean, what we're doing is just basically just keeping keeping her name out there, keeping her name alive. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because in my heart, I feel that she's still alive. Because
Mm.
believe me, if I would have thought that this little girl was no longer here with us, I wouldn't be doing this. I mean, because you know, this takes time. You know,
yeah.
if it
No
wasn't
one knows
because
if she's alive. I mean, that's all I can say.
Yep.
right,
Nobody
nobody
knows. I don't know. Nobody knows except for God. That's all I can say.
exactly.
Right.
You're
And
right.
it's
And
been
that's
so,
agreed on.
in my opinion, it's been so long. I really don't think that she is alive.
But because the way that everything went down,
Mm-hmm.
the way everything went down since the moment that it happened, like, you know, okay, you was in the car scratching a lottery ticket, right, or whatever. But once you found out that your daughter went behind those buildings, right, and you didn't find her, you should have went into immediate something else mode because you done already messed up and you sat in that car too long scratching a lottery ticket.
Right. Well,
You know, like I said, unless they really, unless the FBI honestly knows how it went down and they're just waiting for a slip up, then that's probably why they're quiet, because by now they should have came out and said that they've gotten in contact with Dulce's father, because in reference to that video. But the way that the chief made it sound was he was concerned, the chief was more concerned on who made the video versus her father. You understand what I'm saying?
so maybe they
Because
got in touch with the father. They just don't want to disclose that at this
because
time.
because he was more concerned who was behind making the video than anything else, you
Huh.
know.
Yeah.
Because why else? After, is Kelly still on the line?
Yes, she is.
Okay, well, because why? Why would the interest still be? Because it completely went quiet, and that lady even took all of her things down that she had put up there about Dulce's father. And that's one thing I didn't understand about him either. Like you said, you wanted the truth to come out, right? That I don't think that video was even. I don't even understand what the purpose of that video was. Yes, you should have done something way totally different to that. You should have, for one, shown your face,
Mm-hmm.
right? Sat in front of a freaking computer, showed your face, gave yourself a proper interview, instead of sitting here making it sound like you was just searching for a record label,
Well,
because
yeah. In my opinion,
that's what it sounded like.
I believe that he should have did it a little different. Sat there and actually had a conversation rather
Mm-hmm.
than singing to the little girl or whatever he was doing. But it's just weird to me how that video dropped. And like you said, the lady that was involved, she removes everything, and
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden, I mean, they speak about it on the news. Law enforcement uh, says that yes, it is Dulce's father, but they're trying to figure out
Who
how
created the
real
video?
exactly how
Mm-hmm.
real the video was. So
Mm-hmm.
and then we that's it. It's just been quiet. We haven't heard nothing else.
Nothing else. But
And
Norema did state, she did confirm that that was Dulce's. But No, Emma confirmed that. Not the FBI yet.
Right.
See,
Now, Miss
not
Kim,
not. Mhm.
what what do you think about that music video, Miss Kim?
Kelly.
Oh, Miss Kelly. Why do I keep calling her Miss Kim? Miss
I'm like, who
Kelly.
the hell?
Miss Kelly, what do you think about that music video?
I don't know. I think she froze on us or something.
Is she still with us?
I see her
You,
picture.
yeah, she probably muted the mic like I did and had trouble.
Coming back in.
Okay.
Mm,
Well,
oh, there you go.
Hello?
there she is. Hey, Miss Kelly. I don't know
Hey,
why I keep calling you Miss Kim, but Miss
listen,
Kelly.
I will forgive you once.
That's it.
I won't let it happen
My,
again.
okay, good. So my take on this video is why now? Why
Right.
did you wait until now to worry about your daughter? Why weren't you trying everything in your power from day one? Why release this video now?
Mhm. A whole year and what? Almost 2 years later,
Yeah,
and then that's the
right,
best you give us is a
right,
freaking music video
right.
and a broken music video at that. That looks like it was all put together,
Yeah,
real.
like on your cell phone.
Right.
Yeah, because
And
So,
that's.
it wasn't edited very good. It wasn't well produced.
right.
Uh, the the music itself was not very good. I mean, the only
Yeah,
thing that was good was the sample.
I was in the live chat when Jackie and this girl did their live chat, and she said that he kept saying that the truth is going to come out soon. If you have information,
Mhm.
why now?
I don't think there's any information.
I don't
Why
think.
now?
Yeah. Right. So is
Why
could
not 2 years ago?
right
Right.
when we needed you to do that.
I don't think he has any. Whoever this person is has the information. I think it was just like
I think it was
to get
smoke.
publicity.
Listen, I I believe it is her father. And I believe that he is coming out now because he's probably under the gun on these Facebook trolls, blaming the father, blaming this person and this person. It's probably getting back to him. I believe it is her father.
But how long did it? What did it? Wait a minute. Hold on. So you're telling me that communication to Mexico takes almost 2 years?
No, I believe that he has family here that
But
has
that's what
been
I'm saying. So
communicating to him the whole time. But my
right.
question is, why wait?
Right. So he should have had this whole
Yeah,
all he should have had this all of this in the
yep,
first 72 hours when we needed him to
yep,
show up and show off. Not
absolutely.
now because obviously you it's still that's what I'm saying. What it sounds like is that he was having, you know how when I call you and we're having conversations, right? It's almost
Yeah,
like if I was asking you questions and I was recording you, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then I gave your voice to somebody else so then
Mhm,
they can put your voice, behind this music.
mhm.
Because that's what it sounds like. You
Yeah,
could barely even hear what he's saying because
right,
the music is drowning
right,
him out, and he's talking. He's not singing, he's talking. And I know
right.
that that's how you want to express your whatever, but it sounds like he was having an interview and he was being asked questions, and then he was
Right.
being responsive, and then this person took this whole video and orchestrated it. If that wasn't him, then that's probably something that happened, but if it was him, the video sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Miss Anna, so what's your take on this music video?
I agree with I agree with you guys. I think it was exactly what Brenda said. It was orchestrated.
Yeah, I mean, it could be real, but it also looks like it was like if it was fake.
I think someone had planned it, or maybe he he didn't want. I don't know. Maybe he kept quiet because I don't know.
But he's still quiet. That's the whole thing. Like, why are you gonna launch this stupid video, right? And
Right.
then now the public wants more from you, and then you disappear.
Right.
Well, then I think it's orchestrated. Um, I don't. I wish I would. I wish we could find out who did it.
Yeah, because they say that what they say that those Ohio letters came from. It looks like a child wrote them, right?
Yeah.
Even though the ones to Jackie was written on U.S. postal paper. Let's not forget that. So that means that
Right.
this person walked into the post office,
Right.
grabbed those little U.S. postal stuffies, wrote on it, and then left it there for her without it even mailed. So
Right.
that was a kid who wrote that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They say that it's possibly not even linked to Dulce. Now it's this. You know what I mean? There's so many strange things that are happening, and none of
Yeah.
it seems to stick to her.
Yeah.
Like this
And
video. This
even
video will
even if
soon
it
go
was
away.
a kid, even if it was a kid, Brenda, think about that. My kids do not know how to mail a letter. They
Yeah,
don't
Hmm.
even know what a stamp is.
my kids don't either. I don't even think they see me mail it, but I don't think they know how to mail it because I never showed them.
Yeah, they could put it in the mailbox for me,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Right. But it doesn't
you're
look like it doesn't
you're
it really
yeah,
doesn't look like a little kid wrote it. You know what it
yeah,
looks like? Like someone who was either older because it looks like uh not everybody's handwritings is the same, okay?
right,
And
right,
in this era, children growing up, there's no more cursive in school. So I don't know where this little kid learned this cursive from because now in schools they don't even teach that anymore. So
right,
because my kids don't even know it, I teach them that here at home. My
right.
two boys, they don't even know what cursive is, but my daughter, she loves writing in cursive. I've been teaching her. But who's, that kind of handwriting matches like a person who was a little older, you know, because
It looks to me like it was someone who was purposely writing with their less dominant hand.
Yeah,
right,
you're right.
right. But notes, they're notes, but they're notes about certain things that have been happening, and then they're stupid notes because some of them, and then the way they say it, encrypted, it's a cryptid, or it's a cryptid letter. It of course is
Right.
something because obviously nobody could read it.
Hey
Right.
Moses,
Yes.
check your Facebook Messenger.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, so just imagine, like, it just none of, and then they said that this birthday video was cryptic too. They said a cryptic birthday video.
Yeah,
So we have to
yeah,
figure out what is this. Have to figure out who this person is. That's why I don't think that it's him, because why would they say it like that? Why would they say that they want to know who was behind creating this video, but not necessarily looking for the father? Do you understand what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Like, it don't make
yeah,
no sense.
yeah.
The plead was more to find out who created the video, not to the father.
Right.
So maybe they did say that that was the father, just to see if the creator of the video comes forward, because
Right.
we don't know if that's really Edgar. We don't know if
Yeah,
that's really
you're
Edgar,
right.
like they say. Maybe
You're
he was
right.
just saying that because this video came up and they don't want to look dumb.
Right.
So of course they're gonna tell Noema to say, "Oh, do the confirmation," but it was sent out to investigate. It was sent out to the investigation group too. So like,
Right.
why was this video even ran up like that?
Right.
Oh yeah,
Now, Miss Kelly, let the people know what are we looking at here.
Okay, so this is going back to the mystery man that we've been speaking about. So um these things showed up on the marketplace in Facebook, and it's tagged with his name on it and everything. If
Right,
you look
and
on
that's
the back,
the mystery man, the good old spirit whisperer.
yep, look in the back of that item. What do you see? and then
Mhm.
look at the original video of the drive-by.
And it's a sexy car too, because I remember it's a sexy
Yep.
SUV.
And it does. It looks like that vehicle that rode by on
Right.
that video that they claim that
Yep.
Had
it
to
is.
be there at the moment. That's why they came in and out. But they came in and out at the same times
Yeah.
that Dulce went missing. That's what I'm not getting.
Right.
They
So
said it
that
was an older vehicle. It wasn't a newer one. They said it was an older one.
they don't know what kind of vehicle it is, and they
Yeah,
have no idea.
yeah. And then they said that the video was leaked from somebody's house that lives up that way, but it wasn't. It was actually given from that school. What was that? Cherry School or whatever school that
Yeah,
is right there.
Right.
Broad Street School.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Right.
know.
yeah.
I know that they said that it was an older vehicle, but the
But that looks
vehicle,
more.
the vehicle that was on that video that was leaked was a newer vehicle.
The one on.
It wasn't an older vehicle like they were saying, and I believe that
Do,
that's why that here it goes right here. Here it goes
do
right
we
here.
still have? Do you guys have the video? Can you send it to me so I can look at it?
Yeah, because the one that's still airing, like the one that's still circulating, is the one with Telemundo. See,
Is that
you
yeah?
see
Yep.
it, see it,
And this is
because that
a
and that
screenshot of
also
it right
has
here.
third row seating, so it could be a strong possibility that they could have seen her being seated in the back of that car, all the way to the back. But that's where they said that they got it from the house, and it wasn't. No, that was literally from the school, because you could see that. What is
It's
that
up high.
place? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right there where they play the
Yeah,
football and stuff. Yeah, I
yeah.
forgot what it was called. Mm-hmm.
The
You know,
stadium.
the stadium. Oh, who
Yeah,
the
I
heck
know
that
they
is?
do have cameras, but I thought those cameras faced the stadium. I didn't know that they faced the road, unless it's on the opposite side.
Yeah, you know where the school is at?
Yeah, right near the
That's
high
where,
school.
right, where it's like Cherry and Broad or whatever it is right there. It's on Burt Street. That the SUV that was caught on camera leaving the park at the same time that Dulce went missing, which is the one right there. Click on it. This one right here was driving down Burt Street. Okay. And to the right of that vehicle would be that stadium. To the left of that vehicle would be the school. So the school was the one that actually aired that video out. Yeah,
Wow. Sorry, I had to mute it. I had to mute it because my daughter was talking to me.
that's fine. But no, but that's the cause dang, I wish we had see. Cause if I start messing with my messenger, it's gonna boot me off this whole thing. So weird.
Well, we really could
Well,
do
can
that
you?
on the next one because we're
Yeah.
like way past our
Oh
time.
yeah.
Um,
I just
everybody,
noticed.
I'll let everybody go around and uh, put in their final thoughts, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
Well, it was great. It was great talking to Kelly today, and then finally talking to Anna. Even there was some crazy things, but anyway,
Yeah.
we can do this more often. We can all
Okay, cool.
get it. And then you know what, Anna, I want you also too that when we do this, I want you to share it on your page so your peoples can hear you talk about the case also and join us. Okay?
Oh, yeah, I could do
Yeah,
that.
on
That's
your
not a
group. Like
problem.
when you do lives like this, your group should be hearing you talk too. So
Yeah, because I don't know how to do the YouTube lives.
yeah, no, but
I
I'm
was
talking about
gonna
like here.
try, but
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about like on here. Like today, we could have shared that, and then your group could have,
yeah,
heard you live and talking and all that good stuff. So next time, that's what we're gonna do. We'll share it to the groups, to everybody's groups like that. Everybody comes in and they listen as well. But it was nice talking to you ladies today.
it
So
was.
we have to get ready for the next one.
All right, awesome,
The
guys.
next one's
Thanks
gonna
for
be
having
really
me.
good, maybe.
What did you say, Kelly?
I said thanks for having me.
Oh, you're
Yes,
welcome, honey.
yes,
Anytime, Kelly.
Miss Kelly. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for your input on everything, and
Mhm.
We got you guys in our prayers as well. Okay.
Thank you.
You have any final thoughts on everything on this mystery man and everything that we talked about today?
I just you know, I'm just gonna say stop the bullshit. You know what I mean? It's not a joke, and he's making it into a joke. That's how I feel.
Right.
And
Exactly.
he's inserting himself into a case, and we don't know if he even has, you know, evidence to prove anything,
Right. For him to be saying all this nonsense, all the madness that he's saying about little Dulce and going to disturbing your family. I mean, that's nothing. That's something you don't play with. But
Yes.
okay. Miss Anna, any final thoughts, Miss Anna?
Um, well, I wasn't really on that much for the Billy case, but all I can say is with Dulce is that they shouldn't be playing around. They need like my I think that the police need to start doing their job. That's my final thoughts. Instead of we're doing their job. We're not getting paid for it. They're getting paid for it.
I know that's right.
I
Uh,
just say we want more. We want more. Like, accept a freaking video of her at the store and a 911 call. Please give us something else to go on.
They're asking for help. Anything. They want
Right.
anything. And
Send a video clip of an actual car or something. Let us determine who the hell drove that car that day. Well, with that said, we can go and we can start this another day. Because if not, we're going to keep on rolling and Moses is going to boot us out.
I know that's right. All right, ladies. Thank y'all for coming through and blessing my channel with your presence. For the spectators, everyone who's watching, thank you for coming through and watching. Y'all make it a phenomenal evening. Let's keep these families in our prayer. Little Billy's family, Dulce's family. Let's keep these families in our prayers. And with that said, y'all be blessed. Peace.
Bye bye.
Professional consultation. I'm Moises Beauchamp Jr., affiliate marketer. Simply easy cash system. Earn while learning. Simple Freedom Club. 24/7 affiliate marketing support. What we offer, free unique solutions for home businesses. Learn how to build a home-based business from home. Click the link below. Get started free today.
do. Hip hop is something you live. Lyrics from the hood to suburban kids.
From back in the day, real hip hop is here to stay.